Sometimes you just need to shut up and record the video. Just stop overthinking it and just do it. Hey everyone, Colorwind Talks is back and we need to talk about PlayStation. This is probably going to be the first of many videos talking about PlayStation's decision to end physical media because there's just so many different things that this is going to encapsulate and affect that I'm going to have to break it up into several subjects. But first and foremost, let's get down to why is this even a big deal in the first place? Why is everyone freaking out about this? Because we've been kind of going towards an all digital future anyway, right? And yes, this is actually quite true. In case you haven't noticed, a lot of third-party developers have not been putting games on disc anymore. They either completely forego the physical version in the first place, don't make a disc at all, or you buy a physical version and then the disc doesn't even have the game on it. A lot of Call of Duty games have been doing this recently. The game's not even on the disc. You have to download most of it off the internet, which brings me to Xbox. Xbox has already not been putting all of their first-party games on discs. If you buy Doom the Dark Age or The Outer Worlds 2 or even the upcoming Halo campaign Evolved, the game is not going to be on the disc. You can buy a physical copy, you can buy it with the case and the disc and everything, but the disc only has a code or like a key for you to download the game in full off of the internet. You might even call it a key disc, which brings me to Nintendo, who have their key cards. And in case you don't know, these are cards that you can buy physically in stores and everything, but the game is not on the card itself. Instead, you put it into your Switch 2 and you can then download the game off the internet, and you just need to keep the cartridge in your Switch in order to play it. It acts as like a key to unlock the ability to play the game. That's digital. So other companies have already been doing this. Why is it such a big deal that now PlayStation is? And it's because PlayStation is the very first company to come out with their whole chest and say, hey, we are not making games physically anymore. We are in fact even stopping the production of discs for our PlayStations. We are shutting down the plant, the building and the manufacturing of them, meaning that not only are games not going to be physical from us, but they're also not going to be physical for all of our third-party developers that are making games for us. So even if other companies want to make physical games, we are forcing them not to. And most likely, this also means that the PlayStation 6 is not going to have a disc drive. That's what makes this such a big deal. PlayStation is the first one to come out and say, we are putting our foot down, we're fully getting behind a digital-only future, and all the other companies weren't doing that. They were doing these half measures, these like, okay, well, we'll not put our games on disc or anything else, like Xbox was. They were like, okay, we're only going to be the ones to do it. If everyone else wants to still do it, then that's fine, we'll still manufacture games for them, but we just won't do it. And then Nintendo was like, well, we'll have this half step where you have the option to not put your games on the cartridge, on the little card, and we'll just call it a key card, and we'll just let everyone know that way. And also because Nintendo has to make a spectacle out of everything and announce this, and they thought it was going to go over well, and it did not. And that's the thing. This is the first time any of the major companies that manufacture a console have been like, no, this is what we're doing, and we're going to force everyone on our platform to do it, whether they like it or not. So it's a line in the sand. That's what makes it such a big deal. But there's also another wrinkle to this, and I'm sure this is something that some people are going to be saying a lot. Hey, what about PC gaming? PC gaming has been all digital for like 15 years now, maybe even more. The last time I got a physical copy of a PC game was Crysis, which came out in 2007. And I think a few came out after that, but yeah, it's been pretty much all digital since like the early 2010s. What's the big deal there? Everyone seems to have accepted it. And in some cases, you're, for the most part, correct. PC gaming is, for all intents and purposes, digital only. But there's a big difference between PC gaming and console gaming. PC gaming is an open market. Console gaming is not. It is a closed market, and the reason for that is because everything that gets put onto a PlayStation or an Xbox or a Switch or whatever console Nintendo makes has to go through them. They have a closed ecosystem. If you want to publish a game on the PlayStation 5, you need to go through Sony. Every company has to do this. Rockstar, Capcom, Embracer Group, Electronic Arts, everyone, even Xbox, now that they're publishing games on the PlayStation, has to go through Sony in order to do it. PC gaming does not do this. You don't have to ask anybody. If you want to put a game on PCs, you just do it. Now, if you want to get on certain storefronts, like if you want your game on Steam, you have to go through Valve, who runs Steam. You have to go through Valve Corporation. If you want to go through and put your game on GOG, Good Old Games, you have to go through CD Projekt Red, or CD Projekt Red is the developer. That's what you have to do. You have to do that for certain storefronts, but there's nothing stopping you from putting your game itself on PC. You can put your game on PC and just like make a website and just be like, hey, you can download it here. You can do that. There's nothing stopping you from doing it. And that's also why on PC there are multiple storefronts. You might say like, well, you know, the most popular one is Steam and they have a huge ecosystem, and that's correct. They are the most popular one, but they are not the only ones in town. They do not technically have a monopoly, because you as the consumer have options. You can buy your game from Epic Game Store. You can buy it from GOG. You can buy it from, Amazon Games. You know, their Amazon Luna thing or whatever it's called now. You have options. Plus, even more than that, there are places like Green Man Gaming where you can get codes for Steam games bought on Steam at a different price. You don't have to go by the storefront prices at all, because you can get it someplace else. You can get a code for a game to put on GOG in that storefront at a different price, because the PC gaming market is open. It's an open market. With Sony ending physical media, that was the only way before that you could have an open kind of like free market within the console, because everything has to go through Sony. Now, I will say we don't know if maybe now that Sony's going to be ending physical media, that they're going to allow different storefronts to be accessible from the PlayStation. They might have to, because the thing is that without them doing that, and this is why it's such a big deal, Sony's essentially going to have a monopoly on their own PlayStation console. You won't be able to buy a game for the PlayStation anywhere else without Sony's hearsay. There might be a chance of it with Sony's selling codes in storefronts, but I don't think that's going to be enough, because what reason do people have to sell those cards at a cheaper price or at a different price? You know, like how often when you go to the store do you see like those cards that give you like $20 on the PlayStation Store or something like that? How often do those go down in price? It's very, very rare. That means Sony can control the pricing of their games however they like. So if a game is 5 years old and they want to charge $70 for it still, they can do that. And you don't have a choice, because you can't go onto eBay and buy a used copy of the game anymore for like $10 or $15 or something like that. Pretty much that's the reason why this is such a big deal. It's something that I want to talk about, just kind of like lay it out nice and easy, especially because I'm going to have other videos on this topic coming out, and I just want to have like a baseline for why this is such a big deal to begin with. But you let me know in the comments if there's maybe another reason why you think this is such a big deal that maybe I missed. Again, I am going to be making more videos about this, so maybe I just haven't mentioned it yet, but you know, still feel free to mention it in the comments, and let me know what you think about all this. But for now, thank you very much for watching. It's nice to do a Colorwind Talks video again. Peace and love, gamers and players. Colorwind out.